Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Good morning. Can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Good morning, TT. Good morning, M Sense. Good morning, William Brown. Good morning, Alt Alicia. Good morning, Miss Jolie. Good morning, William. Good morning. Oh, you see, you can hear me. Got you. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hopefully, everyone is having a beautiful day, a great day. I want to go ahead and let's get started, man. I'm running a little bit behind, but it's all good. Let's see. It's all good, man. One second. Everybody take this link, share it out with 5 of your people. As always, take this, share it out with 5 of your people. Share it out with 5 of your people, man. 5 of your people. Let's go. Let's get into it. The market actually yesterday the market actually still kind of stayed down. The market stayed down yesterday. It did not shoot back up or anything crazy. It pretty much stayed down for the most part. I was able to I made about $390, almost $400 yesterday off a play. I actually got into my play. I wasn't disciplined yesterday, and I was kind of upset with myself that I wasn't disciplined. If I was disciplined, I could have possibly made a lot more money. But what happened? I got into my play, and I got in at a level that I should not have gotten in at. So the play went the opposite way at first. So what I did was I stayed in till I got into. I stayed in while it was going to the place where I wanted it. Where I wanted to enter in at. It got to that place, and it kind of slowed down a little bit. Actually, before it even got to the place I wanted to go to, it kind of slowed down. Then I started seeing the patterns. Right, we got some nice wicks on the 5-minute candlestick, some bearish wicks on the 5-minute candlestick. So then I bought in some more to get my delta back in a good place. And then when our delta got back in a good place, when that big fall happened, I went on ahead and took profits. If I would have stayed in long, I would have made more money. But I didn't like the price action. And then we was coming into a 4-hour demand zone as well, and I didn't want any parts of that 4-hour demand zone. So I was kind of upset with myself in the first place for even getting into that trade when I was so close to that 4-hour demand zone. I should have been patient and waited for everything to take its place, right? I should have been patient. Yeah, M Sense, you should have sold already. You should have sold yesterday. You should have remember, like I said, don't just hold them, right? Because we know there's a huge fall that happened, right? We know it was a huge $10, $12, $13 fall happened. So we don't want to just continue to hold those puts unless you have like a 6-month contract, right? But if you have like a 2-week contract, take those profits that you already made, right? Take those profits you already made and be good, right? And then wait for the next day to actually tell us, okay, what's the next play? Okay? Wait for the next day to tell us what's the next play. Okay? 1 second, everybody. We're going to get started in a moment. Oh, man. I don't think I got to start back over. There we go. All right, everybody. I'm live on YouTube right now. If you want to see my screen. 1 second. I don't know why this thing acting like this. 1 second, everybody. All right. You bought in at the end of the day. Got you, M Sense. Got you. You bought in the end of the day looking for it to continue down. I get it. No, I get that. I understand that play. The main thing I would have been afraid of, sense, Super, I got you, bro. I got you. I'm gonna get you that referral link. I promise you, I'm gonna get it to you, man. I haven't forgot about you. And so with an sense, when you bought in at the end of the day, I understand with your thought process. You're like, okay, listen, we kind of flowing down, kind of going down. So I'm going to buy in, try to hold overnight. I get it. I definitely get it. No worries. I definitely get it. But the only thing about it was we were so close to that demand zone, too close to that 4-hour demand zone for my comfort, right? Carol Washington, got you, Carol. I make sure that Jada looks at that and get you squared away today. I got you. I work at night, so I was asleep at that point. Good morning, Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Kenny. Good morning, Robert. Good morning, Ronald. Good morning, Miss Watkins. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. If you're on my Instagram right now, you want to see my screen, jump on over to my YouTube channel. If you want to see my screen, jump on over to my YouTube channel. We are about to go in with another biblical moment with Chris. It's Friday, everybody. You know, every Friday we do our biblical moment with Chris. And we're going to jump into some things, man. Good morning, Black Fozzie. If you want to see my screen, everybody, jump over to my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio for my YouTube channel, okay? We're going to get into it, man. I want to talk to you guys about a few things. And right now, everybody, just kind of go right before we jump out of the market. So with the market today, everybody, today is Friday. Okay, the market overnight has SPY went up about $1 overnight. So the stock futures are green for the S&P, right? So stock futures are green. We fell down yesterday to like a 431 or 430 or something of that nature. And then we kind of jumped back up, all right? What you want to do is you want to go ahead and mark, where is my next supply zone? Okay, where is the next supply zone? All right, on the 1 hour or the 4 hour time frame, whichever one is the closest. You want to find that 1 hour supply zone if you want to kind of do like a day trade of some sorts and say when the stock comes to that particular supply zone, that's where I want to start looking and saying, okay, what's the price action? How is the price action going? All of that good stuff. Okay, it's kind of how you want to do it. All right. But anyway, let's jump into it, everybody. All right. As you can see, the title of this is when your market actually crashed, right? When your market crash. What does that mean? When your market crash. Okay. Like sometimes the process is the most beautiful thing, right? But the process is the most beautiful thing. But at the same time, the process is difficult. Okay. The process is concerning. The process is aggravating. The process does not feel like it should feel all the time, or what we think it should feel like. We think the process should be sweet and calm and cool and collective, but in reality, sometimes the process hurts, okay? Sometimes the process is aggravating. Sometimes the process does not feel good, okay? So when your market crashes, what we're going to talk about today. So I'm going to kind of jump into it. And if you're on Instagram, you want to see my screen, jump on over to my YouTube channel. If you want to see my screen. Okay, if you want to see my screen, jump over to my YouTube channel. So think about this. When you're in a place, right? When you're in a place in life and you're saying, I just need a break, right? I need a break. I need a break from everything that's going on. I want to move out this particular place I'm in. I want to move out this house. I want to go to this house. I want to move and do different things in life. And you say, I need that break, right? And what this break is going to do is, like, if that break comes, it's going to make my life 10 times better. And that's what we're thinking about in our mind. Oh, when this break comes, my life is going to be 10 times better. And then once you get that break, all this good stuff starts to happen. And when the good stuff starts to happen, everything is great. Everything is good. And then when the good stuff is happening, you have a bad day, or you have a bad few months, a bad few weeks. And then next thing you know, you start complaining about the bad things you had, but we forget what? We forget where we came from. Okay? We forget where we came from. So when I say when your market crash, I want you guys to really listen in what I'm about to say, because I'm about to try to break some things down to you and understand when your market crash, what does that mean? What's next when your market crash? Okay? All right. So think about let's go back to the Old Testament, back in when the children of Israel, right? the children of Israel was in Egypt, and as you can probably see, I focus heavily on this portion on the past 5 episodes we've done for Biblical Moment with Chris, because this part is very, very important, right? It shows God grace and mercy, right? And we're gonna put that we're gonna show that today some as well. Okay, so when the children of Israel was in Egypt, right? They're in Egypt. What did they do? They were enslaved in Egypt. They were in slavery in Egypt, and they cried out to the Most High. And when they cried out to the Most High said, okay, I heard your cry. I heard you say you're tired of this hard work, labor, and all this stuff, and you're getting beaten, whipped, and all these things. I'm going to take you out of Egypt, right? I'm going to take you out of Egypt, and I'm going to take you into the promised land, right? So the Most High, let's take this journey. The Most High heard the cry. He sent a savior, which that savior at that time was Moses, and Moses was able to convince and persuade with the power of the Most High for the Pharaoh to let his people go, right? So what happened? Pharaoh let his people go, right? Now, when Pharaoh let his people go, what happened? What happened when Pharaoh let his people go? They started to leave. They started to evacuate Egypt and head to the promised land. And then something happened. They came up to the Red Sea that time. Remember when they came up to the Red Sea? And when they came up to the Red Sea, they man, the Red Sea right here. How are we supposed to get past the Red Sea? Okay. So now I want you guys to think about this in your life. Have there been times in your life where you've been, one second. So have there been times in your life where you said, okay, I'm in this one, let's use this for example. I'm in this one, two bedroom apartment. We only got one bathroom in this apartment. I got 2 or 3 kids or whatever your situation may be. And I need to get out of this apartment and go to another place, right? I need to go to another place. Or you may be on welfare, food stamps, or whatever it may have been. And you're like, I need to get off. I want to live a better life. I want to get off of welfare. I want to get off of these food stamps. All these things. You want to move forward in your life, right? And then something happens. Something happens where you actually start to move forward in your life. You get a better job. Or somebody tell you, hey, you're about to get a raise. You're about to get a promotion at your job. You're about to start making more money, right? So on that journey when you're making more money, something happens. You start making more money, therefore now you don't qualify for food stamps. You don't qualify for welfare, right? Point in case, when the children of Israel when the Pharaoh had decided to let the children of Israel go, and they were starting to leave, and they came to the Red Sea, and they saw that the people behind them, the Egyptians behind them, were still trying to come and get them. They did something crazy. Let's see what they did crazy, right? Let's see what they said. Okay, I'm gonna go to Exodus chapter 14, verse 10 through 12. Okay, so check this out. So right here, I want you guys to focus in right here. Okay, so at this point, at this state right now, what's going on is we have the children of Israel have been crying out to the Most High, right, to get out their captivity. The Most High sent Moses to get them out of the captivity. Okay, boom. Now they're leaving their captivity, about to go to the place that the Most High promised them. But when they came to that place, they came to a wall. They came to a tough place in their life. And that tough place in their life was they had a big old ocean in front of them, a big old sea in front of them, and they had the Egyptians coming from behind. Okay, same thing in your life. You crying out to the Most High. You want to make more money. You want to get a bigger place. You want to do all these things. The Most High gives you the new job, right? He gives you the new job. But when you get the new job and it comes time for you to say, okay, now I'm not going to be able to get my food stamps or my welfare, whatever. Now you like, man, I got a new job, but now I can't get my food stamps or my welfare. Or now I'm about to move into a new house, but man, now my house payment going to go up. And look what the people of children of Israel said. They said, as the Pharaoh drew near, the sons of Israel looked, and behold, the Egyptians were marching after them, and they became very frightened. So the sons of Israel cried out to the Lord. Look what they cried out to the Lord. They said to Moses, is it because there were no graves in Egypt that you have taken us away to die in the wilderness? Why have you dealt with us this way? bringing us out of Egypt. Is this not the word that we spoke to you in Egypt? Listen to what they said, saying, leave us alone that we may serve the Egyptians. For it would have been better for us to serve the Egyptians than to die in the wilderness. Listen, the Most High literally is currently taking you out of your wilderness, out of your captivity, out of your bondage, out of your slavery, and he's taking you into your promised land. But just because you got some things in front of you that's going to make that journey a tad bit difficult, you start saying to the Most High, why are you doing us this? Why are you doing this to us? Leave us alone. We told you at first, leave us alone. Let us stay in Egypt. Let us stay here and worship the Egyptians and be slaves in Egypt. Instead of saying, okay, the Most High has already showed me some miracles. He's already got me a better job after I've been crying out for a better job. Now I got this better job. I'm going to lose some of the things that I had when I didn't have a better job. I'm going to lose some of those things, that some assistance that I had. I'm going to lose that. But I'm shedding those things. Why am I shedding those things? I'm shedding those things so I can do what? So I can become a better person. But on my journey of becoming a better person, I'm going to have to break some of the things that's keeping me down. But we say to the Most High, we get mad at God. We get mad at the Most High and say, leave us alone. Why are you doing me this way? Why did you give me this new job and now I got to get rid of this, get rid of the assistance that the government is giving me? Y'all with me? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. So now we know the children of Israel, they got past the sea. The Most High split the sea, showed them another miracle, and they split the sea, right? Most High split the whole freaking sea and they walked across it. They were actually able to see this with their own two eyes. And they walked across. They saw the Egyptians come across as well. And the Most High closed down the whole, ocean on the Egyptians. Okay? Now, they come to the other side and they come to the wilderness. And now they're in the wilderness. Now, when they get into the wilderness, they're happy. Point in case, when you get out of your captivity, you're happy. You got the job. You got a new job. That new job has now allowed you to go find a better house. So now you have a house that your family can actually live in and enjoy. You no longer live in that apartment with the 1 to 2 bathrooms. Now you have a nice 3-4 bedroom house, 2.5 bath. You got a yard for your kids to play in. Life is okay now. Life is getting better. The Most High is elevating you. He took you from 0 to level 5. So now you came from level 0 to level 5 in your life. What you was praying for, what you was asking for, what you was trying to get to, right? So when the children of Israel got into the wilderness, the Most High start feeding them manna from the sky. Manna bread would literally fall from the sky. And all the people had to do was what? Get the food. Pick it up. Right? The same with you. You got the new house and all this stuff. The only thing you gotta do is pay the bills. You gotta pay the bills. But now you start complaining. Man, I had more money when I was living in that apartment. Oh, I had more money when I was living in an apartment. Oh, things was better when I was living in an apartment. But you're like, but do you hear yourself? The Most High bought you from the place that you was crying at, you was suffering at, and you wanted more. He bought you out of that into a better situation. He didn't say the situation was going to be easier, but he was going to answer your prayers for you. And now you have that apartment, now you have that home where your family, right, can actually live in and not be on top of each other. Have a backyard to play in. Have multiple bathrooms to go through. But you start complaining, saying, man, things were easier when I was living in an apartment. I should go back to the apartment. The same thing the children of Israel did. Let's go to it. Look at this. Let's go to it right quick. Let's go to Exodus 16. All right? Exodus 16 verses 2 through 3. Okay? Listen to this right quick. All right. Exodus 16, 2 through 3. They're the children of Israel now in the wilderness. And when they're in the wilderness, what's taking place right now is that now they're about to start complaining again. Okay. It says the whole congregation of the sons of Israel grumbled against Moses and Aaron in the wilderness. The sons of Israel said to them, Would that we had died by the Lord's hand in the land of Egypt, when we sat by pots of meat, when we ate bread to the full, for you brought us into the wilderness to kill this whole assembly with hunger. Hold on. Stop, pause, freeze. The Most High literally just took the children of Israel out of slavery into the wilderness. And now the people are in the wilderness complaining and saying, did you bring us out here to die? Did you literally bring us into the wilderness to die? We should have stayed in Egypt where we had pots of soup. We had plentiful bread. They was feeding us great in Egypt and making sure we had food on our table in Egypt. But we hungry here in the wilderness. The same way, you asking yourself, Most High, did you give me this house for me to lose this house because I can't afford the mortgage? It's the exact same thing that's transpiring. You are grumbling. You are complaining. You forgot that the Most High has took you from level 0 to level 5. And now that it's getting a tad bit hard for you, it's getting a tad bit tight for you, you start complaining next to the Most High. You should have left me in that apartment. I should have stayed in this apartment. I should have stayed in this apartment where we on top of each other. I should have stayed in this apartment. So what happened is when times get hard, you forget. When times get hard, people forget about something. They forget that the Most High took them from level 0 to level 5. The Most High elevated you. And now that you're having a small market crash where the stock pulled back some, right? The stock pulls back a couple dollars. The stock price started at 0. Now the stock price at 5. The stock price pulls back to 3 a little bit because the little things get a little bit hard, a little market crash come back, a small little pullback, and now you start complaining because your stock price is at 3 instead of being at 5, but your stock price started off at 0. Come on, man. Your stock price started at 0, it went up to 5, it pulled back to 3, and now it's at 3, but you're complaining about the 2 that you lost from 5 to 3. You complain about the 2, but you're not celebrating the 3 that you gained. In point of case, you're complaining about being in the house that the Most High just blessed you with. Things get kind of hard, so you're kind of struggling with the bills a little bit. So you complain about you struggling with the bills, but you're not celebrating the fact that you're no longer in the first place in that apartment that the Most High took you out of and put your family in the house. That's what's transpiring. How do you think the Most High feels when he says, I heard you crying in your 1-bedroom apartment, your 2-bedroom apartment. I heard you going in your bedroom, putting your kids to sleep, going in your bedroom, crying on your knees, begging and crying and pleading to me, help me, Father. Help me get out of this situation I'm in. He takes you out of that situation and you get into your new situation and you start complaining in your new situation instead of celebrating the fact that your new situation is better than your old situation. How do you think the Most High feel? How do you think you would feel if you're in a relationship with somebody? You're in a relationship with somebody. And you're doing everything in this relationship with somebody. You bought them, you helped build them up and all that good stuff. And now they get to a higher level, a higher place. And next thing you know, that person start treating you like crap. They start treating you like you're undeserving. They start complaining about the things that you're doing. How would you feel if somebody did that to you? Now imagine how you would feel, because some of you guys probably felt that way before. Some of you guys probably been dealing with somebody that you helped advance in life, and the next thing you know, once they advance in life, they look at you like, who are you? What you doing here? What you mean? And you was probably hurt by that. How do you think the Most High feel? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Now, so as time went on, right? Time went on, and some things happened, right? Certain things happened. One time in the Bible, they're still in the wilderness, right? Everybody's still in the wilderness. But something happened. The Most High called Moses up to talk to him. All right. So the Most High said, Moses, come and talk to me. Come. The Most High did Tevin Campbell. He told Moses, come and talk to me. Okay. So he came and talked. We went to talk to Moses, and I believe when he went to talk to Moses right here, he was going up to get the commandments from the Most High. The Most High, I believe, was giving him the commandments. And so Moses was gone for a minute, right? Moses was gone for a minute up there talking to the Most High, right? So when Moses went up to talk to the Most High, the people had continued to elevate. So think about the stock market. You're in an upward trend in your life. The stock market's in an upward trend, right? Your life is elevating. The Most High took you from 0 to 5. You had a small pullback on 3, right? When you got to 3, the Most High elevated you from level 3 and took you all the way to level 10. And now you're at level 10. And level 10 looks like this. You got a car, right? You even making more money at your job now. So you're making more money on your job, so your mortgage not stressful anymore. The Most High done took you out of that. You got a car now, right? And life is going pretty good. You on level 10 now. You started at level 0, but now you're on level 10. Everything is looking good, right? Now, the same thing with the children of Israel. They came out of their captivity. They're in the wilderness, but now the Most High is giving them manna from the sky. They eating good, right? They got all the drinks they need, all the food they need, right? All their clothes are good. The Most High say, you got clothes, you got the same clothes on you had when you left Egypt, and those clothes have not tore. Your shoes don't have holes in it. Life is good. We living, okay? You living an American dream. But check this out. So Exodus 32, chapter 32, verses 1 through 4. This is the golden calf, everybody. Listen to this right here. It says, now when the people saw that Moses delayed to come down from the mountain, the people assembled about Aaron and said to him, come, make us a god who will go before us. As for this Moses, the man who brought us up from the land of Egypt, we do not know what has become of him. Aaron said to them, tear off the gold rings which are in the ears of your wives, your sons, and your daughters, and bring them to me. Let me stop right there, everybody. In the wilderness, the children of Israel had gold rings, gold rings in their ears, right? The wives had them, the sons had them, the daughters had them. The Most High don't want you to be poor. I'm gonna keep going. The Most High don't want you to be poor. If anybody tell you the Most High wants you to be poor, they haven't read the Bible. Let's keep going. Then all the people tore off the gold rings which were in their ears and brought them to Aaron. Listen to this, everybody. He took this from their hand and fashioned it with a graving tool and made it into a molten calf. Listen, everybody. He took the gold that was on the children of Israel, and he took that gold and turned it into a golden calf. And look what he said. And they said, this is your God, O Israel, who brought you up from the land of Egypt. Man, got to be more careful. Let me read that last part again. Look what happened. Verse 4. He took this from their hand. What is the this? The this is the gold that was in their ears that he told them to take off of their children, off of their wives, and off of their children and their wives, and give it to them. Give it to him. He took that gold, he turned that gold into a golden calf. And then he said, "O Israel, listen, O Israel, this golden calf right here that we just created, that you just gave me the gold off of your hand to create, this is the God that brought you out of the land of Israel." Got to be more careful, everybody. Got to be more careful, everybody. Do you guys hear what I just said? Do you? Oh, that was Jodeci. My bad. That was Jodeci. I was Jodeci. My bad, y'all. Oh, wow. Listen. Do y'all see that? The people have started, they started as slaves in Egypt. Now they're in the wilderness free. They're free. F-R-E-E, they're free. Crazy. They're free. They got all the food they want. They got all the drinks they need. They're free. They don't have to worry about going to buy any new clothes. They don't need new clothes. They're free. They are free. And Moses goes away to go talk to the Most High for a few weeks, maybe a month or so. And the people say, hey, we need a God. And they fix their mouth, they fix themselves to make a golden calf, y'all. A golden calf. And to say, this is the God that brought us out of the land of Egypt. No, it is not. Because that golden calf wasn't right there when you were standing in front of that sea and that sea parted. The golden calf was not there. You sit there and saw yourself. You literally walked across the bottom of the floor of the sea. The golden calf wasn't there. When you said you was hungry in the wilderness, and next thing you know, you look up and you see manna, bread coming down from the sky, the golden calf was not there. The rings the gold that you made that golden calf at was on your fingers, was in your ears, was around your neck. So the golden calf was not there to make it food fly down from heaven. When you say you was hungry, the Most High gave you water. When you say, when you wanted clothes, the Most High kept the clothes on your back. You don't need no more clothes. You don't need no more shoes. When you wanted meat, the Most High brought what was it? Brought the birds down, whatever, for you to feed on, so you can eat meat, because you was tired of eating the bread. That golden calf was not there. The same thing about us in life, everybody. The same thing about us in life. What do? We was living in that apartment, cried about the apartment, got the Most High blessed us in a new house. They took us from 0 to 5. The Most High took us from 0 to level 5. We had a small pull back to level 3. The Most High, boom, shot us right to level 10. Now we're in level 10 in life. When we get to level 10 in life, things get a little bit harder. Things get harder again on level 10. So we pull back to level 7. When we get to level 7, we forgot who the Most High was. We got a little bit of money in our pocket. Got a little house. Got a nice car. Now we forgot who's been giving us those blessings. We forgot the person that's been blessing us. We forgot the person that took us from level 0 to level 10. We forgot that person. Act like we don't even know that person. Is that right? How do you think the Most High feels when he's elevated you in life because a couple years ago or a year ago you was crying in your bedroom? He elevated you. You got a nice house. You got a nice car. You got good health. Your kids happy. Everything good. But just when a little bit of trouble come, now you complaining about, oh man, I was at level 10. Now I done came out to level 7. But isn't level 7 still greater than level 0 where you started from? Everybody's done it before. I'm guilty of it. I've done it before. We're all guilty of it. I ask for forgiveness, Most High, for me doing that. And any time of my life, I ask for forgiveness for being mad about my elevation, being upset about my elevation, complaining about my elevation. Why am I complaining about my elevation when I'm still on an upward trend? I'm still on an upward trend. So when you're on that upward trend, and you remember these key things right now, the Most High say, remember me. He say, remember me. If you remember the Most High, If you give glory and honor to the Most High, when you have your small pullbacks in life where you come into a difficult season, you will understand that, listen, there's 4 seasons a year, maybe more than 4 seasons. But I'm saying winter, summer, spring, and fall. This may be a difficult season for you, but when this difficult season, if you do what? If you trust the Most High, what happens? That next season, elevation comes. Why? Because you trusting in the Most High, and you're okay. You're okay with being at level 10 and going back to level 7, because no matter what happens, He still have brought you from level 0 to level 7, and I'd rather be at level 7 than ever going back to level 0. I'm okay with being at level 7 than ever going back to level 0. I don't want to go back to 0. So if I was at 10 and had to go back to level 7, cool. Thank you, Father Yah. All praise to the Most High. Thank you, Father Yah. All praise to the Most High. Why? Because eventually I know my level 7 will go back to a level 8, a level 9, a level 10. And then He's going to put me in new territory. Why? Because I trust Him. I believe in Him. I gave Him the glory and the honor when I fell down some. When I was taken back to level 7, I didn't forget about Him or talk negative about Him like the children of Israel did. No, I gave Him glory. Thank you for putting me at level 7. Thank you for putting me at level 6. Thank you for putting me at level 5. I know I'm going backwards, but thank you for the levels that you put me at. As long as I'm not at level 0, I'm okay. Because as long as I'm not at level 0, I know You're here with me. And as long as the Most High is with me, I know there's an opportunity for me to go above and beyond. I know as long as the Most High still has His Spirit by me and have not forgotten about me, I know that I can do all things. All right? All things are possible as long as I know the Most High Spirit is with me. So therefore, everybody, when you feel like you should be farther in life, or you were at a point in life and then you backslid and you somewhere else now, and that's a little bit less than where you want to be in life, that's not an opportunity for you to start talking negative and start complaining. It's an opportunity for you to start giving more glory. It's another opportunity for you to start saying, thank you, Father Yah. I praise you. Have more praise worship sessions. Start planting your seeds. Start planting your seeds. Start planting your seeds. Because when you plant your seeds, no matter what's going on, the whole trend line up, the whole journey up, when you're planting seeds, when the Most High opens up those floodgates of heaven and He brings out the rain, now you have a seed that was sowed in the ground, so the rain can fall on that seed and it can start doing what? It can start growing. And what is that going to do? That's going to push you up and elevate you to higher levels. But if you're complaining and you're not planting seeds on this journey up, when the Most High pours out that water and starts raining, you have nothing to grow because you didn't plant anything. You planted weeds. You planted complaining. You planted all the negativity things. Negativity don't grow. Complaining don't grow. What grows? Positivities grow. Positivity grows. These are the things that grow. So if you want to move forward in your life, plant positivity, not negativity. If you want to move forward in your life, be good. Be a good person. Don't forget the Most High. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. The children of Israel eventually made it into the promised land. But guess who did not make it into the promised land, everybody? Every single person, except for 2 or 3 people, I want to say. Every single person that was there that made that golden calf didn't make it into the promised land. Before the Most High took the children of Israel in the promised land, He said, everybody that's standing here right now, and I believe their kids are and they're above the age of 20, you will not make it into the promised land. So everybody that was complaining, that built the gold calf, that was complaining about the food, complaining about this, complaining about that, complaining about this, complaining about that, the Most High said, if you're over the age of 20, I believe it was, you are going to die in this wilderness. Did y'all just hear what I just said? He said the ones that complained, the ones that didn't believe, the ones that did not believe, that complained and all these things, you are going to die right here in this wilderness. But everybody that's under the age of 20, I believe it's 20, under the age of 20, and also besides Joshua, and I think Joshua and Caleb, I want to say, besides Joshua and Caleb, those are the only ones that was over the age of 20 that was going to make it into the promised land. But everybody else that was under the age of 20, you guys will make it into the promised land. But everybody else that was over the age of 20, you guys going to die right here. He said, you're not coming to my land flowing milk and honey. So you're not coming. Do you want the Most High to tell you you're not coming? Crap, no. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear I don't ever want to hear the Most High say, Chris, you not coming. Wherever that bus, wherever that train, wherever that plane, wherever it's going, I want to make sure I got a seat with my name on it. I want a seat with my name on it. Everybody stop complaining. Stop complaining. Every day not going to be a great day. It will be sometimes you grumble and rumble, but the complaints when you actually complain about the Most High, when he's already brought you from level 0 to level 10, just because you had to go back to level 7 for a little bit, that's not a reason for you to complain about where you are in life. Because just a few years ago, you was at level 0. Now you at level 7. Be happy and appreciative about the gains and not the losses. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Oh, come on, man. All praise to the Most High, man. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. But that's all I got for you. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. That's all you can really say sometimes. All praise to the Most High. And ask the Most High to forgive you. If you ever done that before, ask for forgiveness. Acknowledgement. That is major. It's major. It's truly major when the Most High said everyone above the age of 20 will not go into the land flowing with milk and honey. Will not go into the land flowing with milk and honey. You will not go into the land flowing with milk and honey. Everybody, I want to go to the land flowing with milk and honey. I want to swim in the milk and honey. I want to backstroke in the milk and honey. I want to swim in the milk and honey. And I want to swim in the milk and honey. And I'm telling you, I do not ever want to hear the Most High say anything that, Chris, you cannot come. If I can't come, take me now. Seriously. Because I want to be there. I want my family to be there. I want my kids to be there. I want my I want to keep my grandkids I don't even have to be there. I want my great-great-great-grandkids, my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandkids to be there. And then even when now I'm about to go into something totally different. That's a different story. We get into that one other biblical moment, Chris. One other Friday we get into that, everybody. But anyway, everybody, listen. That's all I have for everybody. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend, right? I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Enjoy this beautiful weekend that's coming up. And if you guys feel free, you have any questions, let me know. Remember, feel free, let me know. Every day we're right here on YouTube. Every single day we're right here on YouTube. Monday through Friday is dedicated strictly to the stock market. On Fridays, we give time to the Most High. Okay? Monday through Thursday is dedicated strictly to the stock market. On Thursday, we give time and give honor, and we give glory, and we give praise to the Most High because he is awesome. He is amazing. He is everything. Without the Most High, none of this is possible. All praise to the Most High, everybody. Y'all have a good one.